Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome in. Happy Monday. Wait. I thought I had a burp. Yes, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Hi, Furry. How you doing? How's your day been going? And also, how's everyone's weekend? So before I start off the stream and everything, I do want to sit here and say is that, apparently So my family's going to be doing something for Mama Rex because it is her birthday, I believe on Saturday. So we're going to be doing something on Wednesday. So there will not be a stream on Wednesday as far as I'm aware of. So just want to get that out there before, you know, the week gets started. So there's a little bit of amendum to the schedule, but that's okay. But yes, how's everyone's Monday going so far? So today I want to just kind of like chill and relax, especially since Saturday was not the best, right? It was not the best in the world, and so there's a little bit of an update with. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah. So there was a little bit of an update with the whole situation. So I sat there and said I was gonna try to get a. Why is my model like looking like it's hunched? Weird. But yeah, so okay, now it's just bothering me. Hang on, let me see if let me recalibrate that. Hang on, give me a second here. There we go, that should be a little bit better, but yeah, so I sat there and said I was gonna try to get a refund with Halo Campaign Evolved, but apparently Steam decided that no, we're not gonna give you a refund for Campaign Evolved because apparently you are in the threshold of playing the game for about 13 hours, which, and this is going to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my life. So, you're ineligible for a refund on Steam if you've played the game for more than, I think, hang on, let me look at my email real quick because it's kind of fucking stupid. Let me see here real quick. Let me go to my email. It's like a super like short window span for this. Yep, here it is. Here it is. So, so it says, we are unable to process your refund because you, let's see here. We are unable to refund this purchase to your PayPal at this time. Your playtime of included product exceeds 2 hours. 2 hours. Our refund policy maximum. Now let me ask you something. Right? Now where or how are you supposed to get a full grasp of a game within the span of 2 hours? That's ridiculous. That is completely, utterly ridiculous. So, unfortunately, unfortunately, 343 Studios, or I'm sorry, 343 Industries, my bad, oops, sorry, my bad. 343 Industries have basically taken my money. So that's $50-$60 down the shitter. And I'm gonna be real, when it comes to Halo, I have never seen so much discourse over a video game in a while, because it really kind of shows you who's eating the corporate slop. Because apparently if you don't like this game, or like any of the characters that are portrayed in this game, you are apparently a chud. Okay, then by that logic, yes, I'm the biggest fucking chud there is. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I am the Kaiser of chuds. Yes, you might as well just call me the Chud Kaiser, because yeah, no, I despise this game. I will sit here and say about Halo Campaign Evolve. Alright, I will sit here and say this about Halo Campaign Evolve. I would prefer to go back and play the campaign of Halo Infinite than Campaign Evolve. And Campaign and Infinite had whatever you would call a story. So yeah, no, okay, fine. Then yeah, okay, fine. I'm rebranding now. I'm rebranding now as the Kaiser, the Kaiser Chud. The Chud Kaiser, if you will. Because, my god, do I not like this game. But yeah, no, the discourse around this game is just absolutely insane. It is really, really fucking crazy. And the thing is, like, there are things that were nice about the game. Oh, my model died. Hang on, give me a second here. There were things I really liked about the game. You know, make no mistake, there are things that I did like about the game. Unfortunately, it's only like, I could probably count on my hand. I could probably count on my hand just how many times, you know, or the amount of things I liked about the game. I will honestly save that for a rant on Twitter. Dead serious. Dead fucking serious. But, now, last week, there was also, San Diego Comic-Con, if I remember correctly. No, it wasn't last week. It was the week before. It was the week before. And that was the one thing I did want to kind of go over. Now, that was the thing I did want to kind of go over, last week, but I was trying my damnedest to pile through Halo as more or less as quickly as I possibly could, because yeah, I was not enjoying it. Was not enjoying it in the absolute slightest. So yeah, I don't know why my model is just. Yeah, I don't know why my model keeps wanting to look down like it's hunched. I don't get it. I don't know. YouTuber models are weird. So, now moving on to more happier things. It is bothering the shit out of me. There we go. So, now moving on to okay, now it's fixed. Okay, now it's fixed. But yeah, no, moving on to more happier things before I go on, because I could honestly go on for like, hours about how much I just dislike that game, but again, I'll save that for a rant on Twitch, or on Twitter. However, I do want to focus on some stuff, because there are a lot of cool toys that just got debuted. Like this. So, this is actually like my favorite, I guess you could say Megazord, but yeah, it is my favorite mech from Car Ranger, aka Power Rangers Turbo. And this is also probably something I will probably buy. I really, really love the VRV Robo. Not the biggest fan of Car Ranger, but again, this is probably the one that I will get. More than likely, I'll probably get. And then now for Power Ranger stuff. So Playmates has decided that they wanted to drop some figure news. That was actually pretty interesting because we're finally moving along from Mighty Morphin. And so it looks like from this little panel right here is that apparently we're going to get Power Rangers Zeo, Wild Force, and my personal favorite season, which is Dino Thunder. So, yeah, so it says here that fans at San Diego Comic-Con are sharing news of coming up Playmates panel, specifically their panel about the future for Power Rangers. See here, announced tonight, Playmates Power Rangers Unlimited Collection. So I'm guessing the Unlimited Collection is kind of like the Playmates version of the Lightning Collection, which I'm very curious about because their Mighty Morphin line didn't really sit all that well with me, if I'm going to be honest. It was okay, but I'm tired of seeing Mighty Morphin. I want more stuff past Mighty Morphin. And then, luckily, we're gonna get this. So we're gonna start off with Zeo, which we'll see here in a little bit. But I'm more excited for Dino Thunder because that means hopefully we will actually get a full lineup of dinosaurs. Because if you don't know, when Abba Ranger, which is like my second favorite Sentai series of all time, love Abba Ranger. I actually kind of prefer the dinosaurs over the ones from Kyoryuger. And I'm not saying like the ones from Kyoryuger are slouches or anything. I love Kyoryuger. I love literally everything about Kyoryuger. But I don't know. I like the designs more so in Abba Ranger more, but that's for later. So when Abba Ranger was imported over to into Dino Thunder, 2 Zords were left out, which was really strange. So for all the dinosaurs, we've gotten the Tyrannosaur, Pteranodon, Triceratops, Caspiosaur, the Carnotaurus, which is weird because those 2 in Abba Ranger only showed up in a movie. They're movie exclusive dinosaurs, but whatever. And they even gave them a green Pteranodon, which is weird because that was never in the movie, but you know, that's neither here nor there. So, and then we have the Styracosaurus, and we have the Ankylosaurus. So we have the Ankylosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Dimetrodon. Now the 2 that were weirdly absent, along with and we also got the Stegosaurus and the Tapujara. Or now it's called the Tapodactylus. Anyway, so the 2 dinosaurs that were missing from that roster was the Brachiosaurus and the Pachycephalosaurus, which was very strange because even as a child I thought that was strange because you couldn't find the Brachiosaurus anywhere unless you somehow had internet access back in the day that allowed you to buy toys from Japan. I wonder how. I honestly, well, no, I take it back. There were some sites because I know Mama Rex bought me a couple of Japanese vinyl Godzilla figures back in the day. So now I'm wondering, since all this is going to be imported, or we're going to have brand new toys, I'm wondering if that means we're going to get the whole roster. So it says you've been asking for more. Okay, that's kind of funny because that's like a little slight jab because it's, well, you've been asking for more than MMPR. Okay, that's kind of a funny link. Even they're kind of sick of MMPR. Okay, they're kind of winning me over, I'm not gonna lie. So here we have Zeo. So we have 1/12 scale, 22 points of articulation, super detailed ranger heads and teen heads, multiple accessories, and logo display stand. So right now they're off to a pretty good start. So Playmates so far with this new line, because we'll see here, not the best. I wouldn't say like that's the best detailed teen head because this is their Gold Ranger, right? So this is their Gold Ranger. Not the most detailed thing in the world, but you know, it's an A for effort. It is an A for effort. It's better than nothing, but yeah, no, these look good. Like, this actually looks pretty damn good. Like, if it were me, I would probably add like maybe like a little bit of like panel lining or something like that in the gold display here. Maybe some black. But outside of that, no, like, this is fine. This actually looks kind of looks a little bit better than what we got with the Lightning Collection. So, and we can also see the Rangers in the back, and I think that's going to be the next one over. Okay, we'll hold off on this one until later, because I got some things I want to say about this. So, here we have the roster for Zeo, and they look good. They're not, like, the guys don't look like they're extreme muscle builders like previous Power Ranger toys. These look pretty decent. These look like, to me, these look like they're about kind of like a weird halfway point between like the Lightning Collection, which were more, I guess you could say, more show accurate. So they weren't like super, like, I say this in quotation marks, but like the super build buff body type like what Bandai of America did. But they also don't look too skinny, but they don't look too muscular. So it looks like they're probably about right. I would probably say I would give him like maybe a couple of other extra fists, because that looks a little awkward. But we'll, A for effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an A for effort. Now, these aren't going to combine. Unfortunately, these weapons are not going to combine, which I'm fine with, because I don't know that many people who will actively sit there and try to hunt down or try to display these weapons in their combined mode. I do like how a lot of these are just like abstract shapes. Like, okay, yeah, these are nunchucks. That's an axe. It's a sword. These are triangles. They're certainly something. And she's just got a shield. Now, moving on to the Dragon Zord. So, there was a bit of a kerfuffle with the Dragon Zord. And I really don't like the proportions of this Dragon Zord. I get it, it's supposed to be more based around the original 1990s toy. But still though, it doesn't look all the best. In all honesty. So there was a little bit of kerfuffle with this. So the bullshit excuse as to why we never got the Dragon Zord in mass retail releases when we had the Dino Zords was supposedly no mass retail wanted to touch the Dragon Zord. I think they were originally going to have this as Walmart, and Walmart turned it down. I think maybe Target turned it down. But yeah, they were quote unquote struggling to find a mass retail store to put the Dragon Zord in, which is bullshit, because this is the Dragon Zord. This is Tommy. Tommy sells, the Dragon Zord sells. So the fact that they were sitting there saying that no mass retail store wanted to sell the Dragon Zord is complete and total bullshit. So now it's up on a Kickstarter. It's on a crowdfunding campaign, and I don't know if let me actually go to their YouTube, because this is the trailer. This is the actual trailer for this. Do we have anything in here that shows it? No. Okay. So yeah, I don't get why well, I think probably I think one of the reasons why is probably because Hasbro did a bunch of crowdfunding campaigns for some of their figures. So I guess Playmates wanted to take a crack at it.
The Power Ranger Dinozords.
Which, these right here, I have seen these in the store. They look okay. They look fine. Not my cup of tea. I have the gold and black variant from Toys R Us, from the Legacy collection. I'm good on the Dinozords unless they're hyper stylized, because I just don't want to buy this again.
Did you collect them all? Maybe not. Those super detailed Dinozords combined
well, super detailed in with an asterisk
to form the ultimate Megazord. For millions of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fans, it was much more than just another toy. It was the centerpiece of a generation. When Tommy arrived, the Dragon Dagger called, and the Dragon Zord rose. But for collectors, that piece never came home.
Yeah, because you guys kept coming out with like bullshit excuses as to why we never got the Dragon Zord.
To change. You've asked. You've waited.
Which for me, I'm personally not gonna be backing this, which is funny because I love Head Too Empty. Hi Takumi, how you doing? So for me personally, I'm not going to get this because I already have the Chogokin Dragon Caesar, and I don't need I just honestly need a Soul Chogokin Daizujin. So I'm perfectly a-okay with not having another Dragon Zord.
Now, Playmates Toys brings you the chance to be among the first to own the Green Ranger Dragon Zord, scaled and designed to combine with the 5 existing Dinozords to this image right here, a little crappy, but feeling alright. Well, I'm sorry, Takumi. Well, get in here and get cozy because we're going to be talking about toys today. So, this image right here doesn't look bad. Like, this one right here doesn't look too bad. Now, looking at that, okay, that looks a little bad. Zord, scaled and designed to combine with the 5 existing Dinozords to
kind of reminds me of the Super 7 Dragon Zord. And it even has, like, different hands.
Form the ultimate Mega Dragon Zord. Summon the power.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I feel like one of those blobs from the one BBC3 indents. Wait, what? I have no idea what that is.
Or the Dragon Zord to
I don't like he kind of just looks like a midget. Like, this is the midget Zord. This is the midget dwarf dragon Zord. I don't like the proportions. It literally just looks like he has a carrot stuck up his ass.
Finally complete.
Why are his hands so fucking big? The head sculpt looks fine. It's just, why are his hands so big? Why does he look like he has a carrot shoved up his ass?
Your collection.
Okay, I got you.
And be among the first collectors.
And see, in this image, it looks okay. Like, the hands are a decent size. Well, then again, I'm also wondering if they did use the Super 7. I'm wondering if they actually did use the Super 7 Dragon Zord for this, because this looks just like it. And the fact that I'm actually able to understand that means, my god, am I very autistic about my toys. See, don't ask, it came from the same rabbit hole as see the thing is, like, I don't even know what C-Fax is.
Green Dragon Zord in 2027. Different tiers are available. So follow us and back the campaign today.
All right, I'm curious, chat. I'm curious. Hang on, let me see here real quick. Let me go to. Hang on, let me go to this real quick. So let me go to. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see here. Playmates. Toys. Kickstarter. okay, I don't need the AI. Crowdfunding. View now on Kickstarter. Because I'm sure it's probably already reached launching soon. Yep. Yes, it did. It met its it got its backers. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, wait. Oh, it's launching soon. Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, so let's take a look at it, shall we? So let us take a look at this Kickstarter, right? Let's take a look at it. It's a byproduct. It's another old BBC thing. It's a byproduct where. Oh, okay. I get you. All right. So it says launching soon. So this is the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Combiner Dragon Sword. Okay. So now I did see somewhere where it said, yeah, no, all images are AI concept. Final product will differ. Okay, so that I have an issue with that. I have an issue with them using AI to show us a product because it's not the final product. I would honestly want them to make the final product first and then display the pictures, not use AI. That's not really good, in my opinion. Because that explains why it's not very consistent. Yeah, concept only. So, what are the backers? Or, like, what are the tiers? Because apparently it got tiers. So, notify me when launched. Okay. So, we don't even know what the tiers are. Yeah, so we don't even know what these tiers are yet. So that's stupid. But yeah, I have an issue that they are using AI. I do have a problem that they are using AI for showing off a product. I don't care if this is a concept, this is what the final product is going to look like. At least give us a great prototype. And at least give us a colored prototype, because then we can actually see what the physical product is going to look like instead of using AI garbage. That's all I'm going to say. But I mean, like, if you are into this, I would say go for it. But for me, yeah, this is going to be a pass. Also, hi, Johnny Bravo. It's the future. I understand that it's the future. I understand AI is the future, but at the same time, it's kind of giving you a false kind of like sense of what it's going to look like. Because this could look vastly different than what the final product is going to look like. For all we know, it may not even... Also, hey, Hour, how you doing? Thank you for redeeming your park entrance. For all we know, the Dragon Sword can have a opposable neck and a longer tail, and it doesn't look like a Peter Dinklage Dragon Sword. It doesn't look like the Dragon Midget. That's all I'm saying. Honestly, I miss the days of prototypes being as a proof of concept. Well, the thing is, like, they do that. No, like, the thing is, like, they do great prototypes for, like, proof of concepts. They do have that. Case in point was Transformers. So, which is what we'll get to here in a little bit. Like, this right here, this is a proof of concept. Like, this right here is a proof of concept, right? That's a proof of, that's the proof of concept right here. Because these are the Kang Toys Scorn and Kylosaur. What was your favorite Ranger? Green Ranger. Green Ranger was my favorite Ranger. But I will say this, though, is that Burai from Zoo Ranger is far better than Tommy. I will die on that hill. But, so this right here is a proof of concept. Like, you could do this easily. Like, this is not AI. Like, AI shouldn't have to replace this. Because guess what? This is a tangible gray prototype. But yeah, no, like, they still do this. They still do, like, proof of concepts as, like, a physical, you know, thing. Which, this looks really good. So, this is part of the... Meanwhile, I'm here having... Okay, what rabbit hole is it? So, this is part of the Dinobot Combiner team that Kang Toys has been doing for the past couple of years, I want to say. I have all of them except for these. So, these are the last few little components for their Volcanicus. So, right now, got any action figure worth of money? Yes, actually, I do. I have the... Plus, I don't know why that really matters. I mean, like, I kind of just collect stuff just because I like it. I'm not looking for the worth. Except, like, if it's worth to me. But I have the golden black variant of Daijujin from the Toys R Us exclusive Legacy line. So yeah, it's pretty much the ancestor for... Oh, wait, Buso Shinki. Hold up, let me see here. Let's take a look at this. Buso Shinki. Oh, yeah, I've heard of this before. Yeah, I've heard of this before. I was just looking at some of the kits. But yeah, so this is one of the last 4 components of the Combiner team. So this is Scorn, and this is an original Dinobot they've made. It's one of the feet for Volcanicus. And he looks really good, and I love what they did with the Ankylosaur. So instead of just making it like a traditional hammer, which is usually what they do for Ankylosaurs, they turn this into a Gatling gun. I love that. And then here we have Scorn, and Scorn looks really, really nice. Konami, by the way, so I start back on Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no, I'm sorry. However, I do want to sit here and say that before I continue, I do want to sit here and say is that I am an affiliate with HobbyLink. If you guys want to get some model kits from there, I do have a link to HobbyLinkJapan, which is your #1 hobby store in the world for all of your anime figure and your model needs. Use my chat command code !HLJ. Take you directly to the website. They do ship worldwide, and the best thing about HobbyLinkJapan is that it all comes straight from Japan. And I'm also an affiliate with WaifuWare, so use my chat command code Waifu, take you directly to their website. And use my code GROWLBROWN at checkout for 15% off on all of your online purchases. There we go. I do love shilling for HobbyLink. So, I love what they did for Scorn here. It kind of gives me the Rude Kaiser vibes. If you don't know who Rude Kaiser is, Rude Kaiser was a old school vanilla Yu-Gi-Oh monster. It was a lizard man with these crescent moon blades on his forearms. It was nice. For my Shinkalians. Nice, let's go. See, there you go. And so so this is what it looks like combined with Snarl and Sludge. So Scorn makes the bottom half of the torso, whereas Snarl and Sludge make up the legs pretty much the legs here. And then Grimlock, when he gets released, so Grimlock will be the final piece, and he'll be the upper torso and the head, along with coming with another Ankylosaur that will be the other foot. So I'm really excited for that. And see, these are all going to be masterpiece scale, so they're pretty big. In fact, actually, he's going to have some really big arms because I have Swoop and Slag, so they're pretty big. So moving on. So now we have Yellow Park. So Yellow Park are making this. So they're making like some really cool figures as part of their. I think this is their AMK line. Most recent order was the type Zero Shinka Leon from season 3's toy line for Christmas. Nice. I've heard a lot of good things about Shinka Leon, especially since they had Hatsune Miku fighting Godzilla. That was cool. So these look really good. I am a huge slut for Nemesis Prime. I love Nemesis Prime. And this looks really good. He actually looks really good as like Bumblebee Prime. And so we have Shattered Glass Prime. We have Bumblebee, and we also have classic style Bayverse Prime. And he looks really good. He looks really, really good. Bumblebee also looks fine. But I'm more focused on that Prime. That looks really good. And so now they're also going to be doing combiners. So this is Computron. So Computron is a transformer from the G1 cartoons where Grimlock, of all people, Grimlock built him when Grimlock became really, really smart. And he transferred all of his brain power from himself to Computron. So Grimlock went back to being dumb and stupid, and Computron basically became this giant combiner with the intelligence of a supercomputer. And they're all made of like futuristic vehicles. And that one is Defensor. Hey Ranma, how you doing? Yeah, I'm aware of the Shin Kan Liam movie. I am aware of that. I know a lot of Godzilla fans love Snow Godzilla. So, Bumblebee looks... I will say he's probably my second favorite movie Bumblebee, probably next to Age of Extinction Bumblebee. Then we get Shockwave. Nice, I'm glad you're doing good. We're going over Transformers. So that is Bumblebee movie Shockwave, probably the best live-action Shockwave we have gotten. And we get Sentinel Prime, which, yeah, we can skip. I don't really care too much about him. So, hot take here with movie Megatron. My favorite movie Megatron design is Night Megatron from Transformers The Last Night. Now, my second favorite Megatron design also came from like one of the single-handedly worst Transformers movies of all time, and that was Revenge of the Fallen. I love that version of Megatron. In fact, I own a oversized knockoff variant of the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. I never quite cared for this one. I'm not a fan of Dark of the Moon Megatron. It's okay. And so, now I definitely do want to get this one. So, this is Blackout. And Blackout looks so good. Like, Blackout is definitely one of my favorite Bayverse designs, which I'm not the biggest fan of Bayverse designs. Blackout is definitely one of those that makes me go ooga booga. Yeah, he's kind of meh. I'm not the biggest fan of him. That reminds me, gotta ask for the mini blue cop. I mentioned in the past stream before Christmas. Wait, what? Wait, what, Takumi? I gotta ask for the blue cop I mentioned in a past stream before Christmas later this year, since it's 4 months before the fact. Okay, I mean, go for it. But yeah, this is really, really good. I definitely do want to get this. It's a Carbot. Oh, okay, I got you. Now, these are really interesting. So, these are Yellow Park AMK G1 Dinobots in their dinosaur forms. And they are coming out with the full roster. And they're all highly posable. So, we have Slag the Triceratops, we have Sludge the Brontosaurus, Grimlock's a T-Rex, Snarls the Stegosaurus, and then Swoops the Pteranodon. This is dangerous for me because I really like these. These are all really nice looking. Grimlock looking like a fucking snack. I love the fact that he is extremely pulsable, and he comes with like a Diaclone pilot. But yeah, no, he is looking great. It's sad because I actually do have an entire collection of Grimlock. But I don't know. Depending on like how much these are gonna be, I might pick them all up. But again, all just depends on how much they are. And so this one, okay, so that one's just regular Bumblebee. Like regular Bayverse Bumblebee. I'm not gonna be picking up Bayverse Prime unless if he looks really good, because I have the knockoff 3-0. So I have like the knockoff 3-0 Nemesis Prime, and I'm fine. Like that's my go-to movie Prime figure. But if this one looks good, then I might pick him up too. Back on for a sec, they had a mobile games. I didn't even know there was the gacha game. And so we also have Ratchet. And then that is kind of like just a shot of like all the other big figures that are coming out, including the, I'm guessing that's a figure or a stand of live action Primal, which I'm gonna be honest here, I was not a fan of Rise of the Beast. I did not care for it. I did not care for the Rise of the Beast designs. They were kind of meh. They were really boring. And they really kind of bastardized the Maximals for me. I ended up watching a review for the Gun Grimlock after watching it, despite being a cool idea. I found him just to be too ugly. True, yeah. No, same here. No, I mean, they had see, I didn't even know that there was a great a fake Grand Order kit. I didn't even know about that. So, moving on, we have... So, here is more shots of Jetfire. And the more I'm looking at Jetfire, the more and more I am loving him. Oh yeah, no, they did not need to kill off Air-Razor. They did her so dirty. The Japanese did her dirty, and the movies did her so dirty. The Japanese did her dirty because Japan didn't know whether or not Air-Razor was a boy or a girl, so they made her into a boy. And then when they found out that she was supposed to be a girl, they're like, well, shit, we can't go back now, so we'll just make Tigatron and Air-Razor gay. I'm not joking, that's literally how it went. They legit thought Air-Razor was a boy. And so they wrote him off as like a young ward to a samurai. And they made Tigatron a samurai. For some weird reason. Oh, also, one random ass thing I remembered that I just found out today is that apparently the voice actor for Beast Wars Megatron in the Japanese dub was in Kyoryuger. When I saw this, my jaw dropped because, and now that I can go back and listen, hang on, in fact, actually, I'll just play it. Because now that I know this, it's like I can't unhear it. Let's see here. Kyoryu. Yeah, I deadass cannot unhear it. Because the voice actor for Megatron, in the Japanese dub of Beast Wars is Kyoryu Violet. Yeah, it's Kyoryu Violet of all people. Yeah, no, when I heard that, I literally shat a brick. Let me see if I can find it. He voiced Megatron. This dude right here. And now I can hear it. That is hilarious. Yeah, we're talking about old Violet, the grandpa. Yeah, we're talking about Grandpa Violet. And I love that in his roll call pose, he throws out his back. This is gonna be me as an old man, I can already tell. He actually throws out his back. That is so funny. That is so funny to me. And he stays that way too, and I love that. But yeah, no, that is the voice actor for the Japanese dub of Megatron from Beast Wars. Hey, let me just play that one more time. I love that. That is hilarious. But this stole my brain cells before I could actually type the full fun fact about Black Beetle. I don't even know who Black Beetle is. But I'll take your word for it. Yeah, no, when I heard that little fact, I shat my fucking pants. And it's funny because he actually, apparently he actually liked voicing Megatron too in the Japanese dub. Oh, from Metabots. Oh, okay, yeah, I never grew up with Metabots. Like, full on, I never grew up with Metabots. It was always on at, a weird time for me. So I never really got to see it. So for this, because she was male in the original Japanese. Oh, okay, I got you. I'll take your word for it. I don't know anything about it, but I'll take your word for it. So here's Jetfire, and he's gorgeous. He's perfect. This is how you do a modern rendition of an Armada toy. When it comes to the Armada toys, they've been nailing them. They have been absolutely nailing these characters. So, I think the only one that's just kind of a little bit of a goof is Sideways. And that's only because of his feet. His feet just look like mangled bits. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. And here he comes with Minicons, which is rare for these modern figures. He comes with Minicons. Not only does he come with Minicons, but he comes with one of the 3 MacGuffins of Armada, and that is the Requiem Blaster. And they all look really good. Yeah, they look a little stumpy and a little fat, but they're also Minicons. I'm not expecting them to be... Yeah, I'm not expecting them to be, high articulation and, proportionate. No, you're mostly going to be displaying the Minicons as the Requiem Blaster. I love this. I love the big fat fucking shuttle. Yeah, no, I have this Skylinks toy. Yes, it is cool that this is an official NASA spaceship. Yes. Yes, no, it is actually that is the official NASA thing right there. They said okay to this. Yeah, this is cool, but this is better. In every sense of the word, this is better. He's big, he's fat, he's chunky, and I love him, I love him, I love him. And he looks good with Brine. I want to keep the box. I want to keep the box. So that way I can get Scott McNeil to sign him. Because the voice actor for Jetfire in Armada was Scott McNeil. And Scott McNeil voiced Dinobot. He also voiced Silver Bull, Rat Trap, and Waspinator. But his most famous role is Dinobot. I want to see them both Jetfire. I want to see them both Jetfire guns to be combinable. Let's see here. I think it is. I think someone posted a picture of it combined. Him as Pants also looks really good. Hang on, let me grab some Dr. Pepper Zero here real quick. Hang on.
We have a new guest in the park. We have a new guest in the park. Enjoy your stay. Please. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay.
Also, Okami Sky, thank you so much for becoming a park guest. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Lilac. How are you doing? Yes, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, Space Shuttle also a W. Oh, absolutely. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely it is a W. No, Jetfire is looking good. I think this is probably their best one. This is probably their best one that they've made so far. How have you been, Okami? Hang on, let me give you a shout out real quick because I always try to I also just love your design. Hang on, let me give Okami here a shout out. Hi! Yeah, no, everyone go follow Okami. Her design is so fucking pretty. And I try to pop in your streams whenever I can. Let's see here. Been a little sick. How are you? Also, I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm doing good. Right now, we're just nerding out about, like, Transformers and stuff like that. I had a little bit of a shit my pants moment because a voice actor from the Japanese dub of Beast Wars was in my favorite Super Sentai series. It's fine. No, like everyone, you know. No, seriously though, go give her a follow. She's really sweet. No, it's no problem. But yeah, no, that right there, yes. Oh my god, that looks so good. Sorry, this is perfect. The only thing it's missing now is Overload. All they're missing now is Overload, and this is gorgeous. They're like legitimately knocking the Armada characters out of the park. Like that is clean. That there is clean. Yeah, okay, maybe this might be a little bit of a heh, but no, like this is clean. This here is clean here, boys and girls. And there you go, Ranma. Yes, it can combine with Optimus's gun. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is so gorgeous. Mega Fox, so I'm somewhat familiar with Transformers. Okay. Hang on, I'm actually gonna snooze the ads for this. I'm gonna snooze the ad for this. So Okami, to kind of catch you up to speed. So this is from a Transformers anime called Transformers Armada. It came out in 2001. This was my first real introduction to Autobots and Decepticons, because before, my G1 was called Beast Wars, where all the Transformers were animals. Here they went back to the basics, and this was stupidly popular back in the day. Mega Fox with a side transformer. Oh yeah, no, that's the Michael Bay. But here, this is kind of, so the best way I can describe Armada is that it is Pokemon with Transformers. They have to catch these little MacGuffin robots called Minicons that crank up their powers and abilities. So that's kind of like the skinny of it. And also, if you watch Inuyasha or if you watch Gundam Wing, this guy right here, Jetfire. So if you watch Inuyasha or Gundam Wing, this guy Jetfire here, he is voiced by the guy who voiced Duo Maxwell from Gundam Wing, and also Koga from Inuyasha. I say that because it's the most common thing I can think of, because almost everybody knows who Koga is and who knows who Duo Maxwell is if they've watched Gundam Wing in the past. Hi Tabby, how you doing? Thank you for redeeming your park entrance. Yeah, it's interesting. It's really, really interesting. I do highly recommend watching it. Just don't watch the sequel. The sequel didn't happen. Well, no, the sequel kind of happened because it gave us the Transformer version of the American Godzilla, which I will always give credit for that one. But yeah, so this is kind of like what we do. Like, sometimes we like to nerd out about toys and all that kind of stuff, and just like to be kind of chill and relaxing. You're tired? I don't blame you. I'm really fucking tired too. Oh, excuse me. God, I'm disgusting. And so here we have, now this one I have problems. This one I have problems with. So this here is Invasion Mode Optimus Prime. So this is from the, basically this is from the 4th Transformers movie, the live action Transformers. The one with the statutory rape plotline. This is from Age of Extinction. And I don't like this. I actually don't like this at all. And I'll get to that here in a little bit. Let's see here. Been running around today and registered the kiddos for school today. Oh, right, yeah, because, like, isn't, like, the school year, like, just starting? I'll be your background noise. Well, thank you for the lurk, Okami. That means a lot. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be the best background noise. You're gonna hear some weird-ass, fucking, 30-year-old dinosaur guy yap about Transformers. Let's see here, I guess what time I spent, what time I went to sleep last night, actually. I'm gonna say probably around 2. I'm gonna say around 2. So, they go back to school on the 19th. Oh, wow, yeah, no, so you had a whole ass. Perfect, just what I wanted. see, you're amazing, Okami. Thank you. So they've actually released a better version of this toy. Like, few years ago, they came out with a better version of this toy. In fact, actually, I think it was called like Evasion Mode Optimus. Yeah, Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. I had this toy. When it first came out. And it was, at the time, for what you got. Really? Sorry, that was my husky howling. Come here. Yeah, that was my husky howling. I guess he was sleeping and he just woke up. But 5 a.m. this morning. Oh my god. So this here is Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. This came out at the launch of Transformers Age of Extinction. And this was a really good toy. For what you got at the time, this was really, really good. It was very posable. It was probably one of the most accurate versions of a on-screen Transformers at the time, because this was during the huge kind of like budget crunch of like the 2010s. So this was when Hasbro was basically trying to cut corners as much as humanly possible. So that's why in Age of Extinction, a lot of toys were centered around like little kids. They were like super cheap to make, except for like the quote-unquote big kids or the collector line, and that being Invasion Mode Prime. Now what's interesting about this toy is that this shotgun here is actually meant for another toy. This was meant for the Dark of the Moon Megatron. So if you had Dark of the Moon Megatron, You could literally just give this gun to him. I think that's really, really cool. So here, they kind of fucked it up. So the truck mode looks fine. It's when you get to the bot mode, this just looks so bad. I mean, look at that. They're probably gonna ask you for like what, $40, $30 for this. At the time, this was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was like what, 25 bucks? 25 bucks give or take? Something like that. It was before the big price hike. I also remember this being knocked off to shit. Like, there were so many third parties knocking this thing off like a motherfucker. And they were adding things like swords, axes, shields, different guns. I mean, like, this thing was probably one of the most popular things to knock off back in the day. And still is to this day. Like, you will see tons and tons of people still selling this thing. And for a good reason. It is a good design, and it's a good toy. Oh, excuse me, but here... It's like that one meme from The Godfather. It's like, look how they massacred my boy. No, that's basically what it is. That's what it is. It's like, oh, look how they massacred my boy. Look at him. He's a disgrace. And the saddest thing is, like, they can do some black magic in the studio line. So I don't know where they went wrong with this one. So let's see here. We have a clear look at. He's also part of the wave with 22 Voyager to get with Cyclonus. So we're gonna get a repackage of Cyclonus, which is weird because that thing has been reissued so much that I'm surprised it doesn't have mold degradation. So here we have a better look at Baver's Prime. And again, he looks fine. He looks okay. I want to see him in color before I make any final decisions on this. But for the most part, yeah, he looks fine. That head sculpt though looks so good. Even as like a great prototype, that head sculpt looks phenomenal. Also, I'm gonna take a quick little break because my dog is looking at me like he wants to go out of the room. So I will be right back, everybody. Okay, everybody. Welcome back from Ad Break Baby Jail. Okay, so. Alright, so the next one that we got here, this is the Missing Link Grimlock. And he actually looks really good. He looks really good. So with this toy line, if you don't know what this is. So, if you don't know what the Missing Link series is. So, the Missing Link series is a line of figures that are aimed to be pretty much just straight up one-to-one the original 1980s Transformer toys, right? They're designed to be the original 1980 Transformer toys, but done up with modern articulation, but they still have things like die-cast metal. So they have like die-cast metal in them. So it's really neat. I don't know if I want to pick him up. Every time I look at Grimlock, he looks nice, but I'm also like, I have a G1 Grimlock. And the thing with this one is that it cost about $125. And it is the same height as G1 Grimlock. So you're paying for $125 for a literal upgraded version of a G1 toy. Hang on, let me actually see here real quick. Let me see. How much does a G1 Grimlock go for now? Let me see. How much does a G1 Grimlock go for? So let me go to eBay. You know what? Actually, let me go to Transformers Land. Let me go to transformersland.com. So again, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So, $125. $125. So, I go to Transformer Land. Which, God do I love Transformers Land. Okay. So, for about $70... So about $70, I could get a G1 Grimlock with just about all of the trimmings. So, oh wait, no, this one's got broken. He's got broken swords, missing his missiles. Now let me see here. So if I go and look up this, oh, that's just the box. Okay, so normally it'll probably cost about what? $70 maybe, give or take. Let me see here. Let me do G1 Grimlock on eBay. Because I'm curious here, because I want to see like which one's more expensive, which one's worth more to you if you want to actually go out and try to buy one of these fucking things. So, okay, here we go. So I found a Grimlock here. So I found a G1 Grimlock. No box, so no box, but he has all of his accessories. He has all of his accessories. So, for a G1 Grimlock with all of his accessories, could go for about $85. So, it just depends on what you want to do. Or you could pony up the cash and buy like an in-boxed version of the Diaclone, or at least not the Diaclone, but the Japanese version of Grimlock, which could go for about $170. So, a little bit more, but you also get a in-box, original Grimlock. So, it just depends on like what your flavor is. But what's also different about this Grimlock, as opposed to the original G1 toy, outside of the modern articulation, is that so all this Techno Greeble here on the original toy was about, I want to say it was about, actually no, it was, not about, what am I thinking? It was, decals. So these were all decals. Here, these are all molded in details, which is really nice. And it looks like the proportions are still really fucking wonky because, on the original toy, Grimlock's head sits really, really far back into his chest. It looks really strange. So I think here, it looks like it's to be about the same. No, I think they actually fixed it. Yeah, they did fix it. Okay, yeah, they did fix it because in the original toy, this head would go a little bit further back. So yeah, no, it looks like they did fix it. Okay. I mean, either way, it looks nice. It genuinely looks nice. And every time I see this, I'm like, do I want it? Do I want it? Because I do have an original Grimlock, but it's missing some things. So I'm like, I kind of want it, chat. I kind of want it. Because it looks nice. It's very nice. Look at it. It's a good presentation. It's very nice. I'll have to think about it. But anyway, moving on. So now we also have some like up close looks at the Beast Wars the Second Galvatron, and that face sculpt is divine. I love it. So in the anime of Beast Wars the Second, he does talk with that scowl. Like, he is grinning his teeth, and he does talk like that. It is weird and it's funny. He's also a pink space pirate that turns into a dragon and a dick tank. With, like, a vent on his dick. There's a lot of things that go on here that involve pee-pee. But I am still very, very hyped for this guy. I have him on pre-order over on HLJ. He's coming out in December, and by God, am I excited for this guy. Like, my God, am I so hyped for him. Because this is the first time we have gotten a Galvatron in, actually since the original anime back in the 90s. That is incredible, and I love this. Okay, now, moving on to the main event when it comes to Transformers. So, San Diego Comic-Con happened the week before. So we're gonna go here. So, because I want to hold off on this little chestnut here. We're not going to go through all of the pictures here, but we're going to go through all of the Scorn pictures. So we'll hold off on that little one here a little bit. So they announced some more stuff with Transformers from San Diego Comic-Con. So we have Monster Jam with Optimus Prime, because they are also making Monster Jam Transformers that can transform. And I will show one off here in a little bit, because it's got me a little bit excited for a possible repaint and retool. And I mean, like, it's meant for little kids. It's Optimus Prime as a monster truck. This is something I would see. I'm not gonna lie. This is something I would see at like Raymond James Stadium over in like Tampa, Florida. So if you don't know, Monster Jam, they have a rally down in Tampa, Florida, about every year. It's at the Raymond James Stadium, and it's a big stadium. I've never been there personally, but growing up in Tampa, I would see commercials for it all the time. So you'll see like Grave Digger or El Toro Loco. And I know these names because they were prominently featured in the commercials. So that's how I know. But I'm not a monster truck guy, but I'm not that much of a redneck. And so we have a Decepticon, we have a Bumblebee one. We have the Starscream one's kind of weird, but I like it. I kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of funny. I don't know what is up with Megatron's face. Like, chat, do you see that? Like, chat, do you see what's wrong with his face? I don't like it. I genuinely don't like his face. It's weirding me out for some weird reason. It kind of looks like he has like a mustache, like kind of looks like he has like a little mustache like right here. Hold up, like right there. It looks like he has like a little bit of a mustache, and it looks like he has like a beard going on. It's strange. So here we have Alpha Bravo. So Alpha Bravo was a aerial bot from the Combiner War era, and here we see our little guy here with a brand new figure, and he looks fine. Not the biggest fan of the aerial bots, but I'm always welcoming out Alpha Bravo, something to shake up the team. And he's just a straight up repaint of a Vortex. And then we have one of the components of one of the other primes that just got released. So these are kind of stupid. So these are Dark Energon figures. So these are just clear purple and like blue variants of like various War for Cybertron figures. So we have Six Shot, or not Six Shot. I forgot what his name was. It's not important. Six Gun. There we go, Six Gun. But yeah, no, it's kind of eh. And then we have, of course, we have the G2 Stunticon. So we have Wild Rider. We have another component of that Prime. And we have the same thing as I mentioned earlier with the other Transformer, but this one is the controversial Siege Megatron mold, which it's very hit or miss. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm in the camp that says I'm just tired of seeing this thing. So that's a pass. And then moving on, let me see here. Let me skip actually, because they're really proud of these. They are really, really proud of these because guess what? There's Optimus. Now he's just blueberry flavored. No, I'm sorry, he's blue raspberry flavored. He's blue raspberry Jolly Rancher flavored. Now, this one's cool. So this is kind of like a follow-up to the Predacon pack. So this is the Maximal pack. So this is all of the Season 1 Maximals from Transformers Beast Wars. So we have our lovely lady here. So we have Air Razor, we have Rhinox, Primal, Rat Trap, Dinobot, Tigatron, and Cheetor. And they all look really nice. I do like them. The Prime figure is kind of growing on me. I have the Dinobot. Not quite worth the hype because I also have him, and I also have him as Grimlock from Beast Wars. I hear the Rat Trap figure is really good too. The Rhinox, people are saying just get the Thrilling 30s Rhinox and you'll be fine. Now, this one I've been kind of wanting to talk about. So, this is the Gravedigger Transformer. Now, people have been kind of going nuts over this particular Transformer because the color scheme and the layout. So, with the right retooling, this could easily be Dirt Boss from Transformers Cybertron. And look, I will take more Transformers Cybertron or just Transformers like Unicron Trilogy representation. You know, any time of the day. I love the Unicron Trilogy, even Energon and all of its flaws. I will gladly take it over more G1. Like, please, for all that is holy, give us more Unicron Trilogy stuff. And on its own, it looks fine. I actually like this, but I do think this would actually look a lot better as Cybertron Dirt Boss. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me see here real quick. So let's do Transformers Cybertron Dirt Boss. Like, this could easily pass as a modern version of Dirt Boss. Yeah, so this here is Dirt Boss from Transformers Cybertron. Something feels off about this Dirt Boss. Exactly. Yeah, see, everyone's saying it's Dirt Boss. Like, it's even down to the colors. Like, this is Dirt Boss. Like, this is clearly supposed to be Dirt Boss. You don't even really have to retool it that much. I mean, you could probably just give him, like, a new chest, a new head, and maybe some new shins. But, yeah, no, this is Dirt Boss. And everyone's been asking now for them to retool him as Dirt Boss. And so, in the anime, Dirt Boss wasn't all that thrilling. He was just a thug. That's all he kind of was. He was just a thug. And I so I love his cyber key gimmick because he goes from like a lowrider truck to a monster truck. It's so stupid, but I love it. It just feels too simple. If it makes sense. No, like I get it. But for me, well, I mean, like honestly though, Ranma, it's mainly just because like I think these are supposed to just be meant for like little kids. But if they really wanted to, I could easily see this being a dirt boss. Yeah, it's mostly meant for like little kids. Because let's be honest here, the people that are enjoying monster truck rallies are little kids. If not little kids, it's rednecks. And here we have the Megatron logo, which, I mean, it's about as simple as you're going to get. It is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a Megatron that turns into the Decepticon logo. Which, fun fact, is that the Decepticon logo was actually based off of Soundwave. Because Soundwave was originally supposed to be the leader of the Decepticons. So, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. But, so we have more of these. Yeah, I'm going to go from Ferrari to Jeep. Yeah, it's kind of what it is. It's just, well, I wouldn't even say Ferrari. It's more of like, I will go from like a Camaro to a monster truck. Or like a Camaro to a Jeep. It's just so funny. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. It's one of the reasons why I love Cybertron, or also known as Galaxy Force. Just because a lot of the stuff there is so damn stupid, but it's so funny. And I love it. So here we have El Toro Loco. Which, again, just it's meant for little kids, so I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some adults that'll get a kick out of it. And then we have Big Tooth, which is apparently based off of Megalodon, the truck, not the actual animal, and not the VTuber, and not the VTuber. Although that'd be kind of funny to see this in her color schemes. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, no, like it's cute. Like, don't get me wrong, it's pretty cute, but yeah, it's meant for like little kids. And here we get a repackage of the Alicon, which I mean, on one hand, that's nice that we're getting a re-release of this guy, but also I don't know who's been clamoring for an Alicon outside of like the 5 people who do like army building. Now I want to, or a Plow that turns into Homer Simpson or Mr. Plow. Mr. Plow. Wait, Mr. Plow. Or a Plow that turns into Mr. Plow. Mr. Plow. Who is Mr. Plow? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Yeah, it's a Simpsons thing. I have never watched The Simpsons, so I would not get it. I was always told I cannot watch The Simpsons. It is too adult. And so I never watched it. Which is funny because like I grew up with Futurama. Although Papa Rex never knew that I watched Futurama growing up, so haha. Because it was late at night. Now, the one that I'm really excited for, and kind of been hyping it up just a teensy-weensy bit. So this here is the Titan class Scorn from Age of Extinction. Mr. Plow is what Homer called himself when he owned a plow and made up a song. Oh, okay, I get you now. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay. Yeah, so this here is Scorn. And already, I can tell this is going to be a lot better than Grimlock. And don't get me wrong, I love the Titan class Grimlock toy. I can't stop playing with him. I can't stop transforming him. I just repainted him. And he looks so much better now. I love Titan class Grimlock. But this looks to be a lot better. Because of how the transformation is, a lot of the stuff is freed up. So things like the dinosaur mode's neck and jaw are free. The only thing I can sit there and say is that I do not like this robot mode bit. So this robot mode bit just completely blocks up the entire neck / gullet of the Spinosaurus. I'm not gonna sit there and pull teeth and be like,
oh, actually, this is also really bad because the Spinosaurus only has 1 sail, he only has 3 sails, and he's not scientifically accurate, blah, 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 blah.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna pull teeth about that. I'm not gonna split hairs. But no, he looks good. And I do like the fact that his tail is very poseable. So I'm wondering if this is a series of hinges, or I was thinking it was a bendy wire. Because that would make a lot more sense. So I'm wondering if it is a bendy wire, or if it's like a series of hinges, or it's ball jointed. Which, if this is ball jointed, that is insane. That is genuinely insane. But no. Well, I don't know, because so Titan class Transformers usually go for about $200, so maybe for $200 it does have ball joints, but I don't know. All right, so here we have Transformers 1 Shockwave, and he looks good. I mean, he doesn't look too bad. I guess that this confirms is we're going to get the. Oh yeah, no, it's already been confirmed. Oh no, it's going to be confirmed. The only one that I'm kind of curious about, like how they're going to pull this off, is Swoop, because Swoop is supposed to be the shortest of all the Dinobots. Although Slag would be interesting because Slag is just like a potato. He's just a big, angry, spiky potato. He'll probably be the simplest of all the Titans. But in terms of like mass, he'll probably be the densest. Just, again, it's just a potato. He's just a big old potato. Because he's a Triceratops. So, here's Shockwave, and like I said, he looks fine. I got nothing to complain here. He didn't really do much in the movie, except he got, I think he said like one line of dialogue that was like a joke dialogue about Bumblebee. So yeah, no, he's fine. So that is all of the hi Sin. Why are you describing me? A potato? Sin, honey, you are not a potato. Do not come in here and tell me that you are a potato. No, you are not a potato. But yes, how you doing, Sin? Give you a shout out as well. Obviously we can. Obviously because we can. I'm glad you're doing good. We're just talking about Transformers because I have a lot to catch up on because San Diego Comic-Con happened. And I've been wanting to catch up with this. Okay, so here we go. Now we're gonna be talking about some more stuff that happened at San Diego Comic-Con because there's some stuff that they announced that I am definitely gonna be getting. One of those is Scorn. Scorn is definitely on my list. I am dead set on getting the Titan class Dinobots. I am 200% set on that. I don't know this Bumblebee. All I know is Badassatron. Okay, that's actually a pretty cute nickname for Bumblebee. That was kind of funny. So here we have. So this is a weird one. So this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Blaster Glitz, Sundor, and Rosanna. So this is gonna be the weirdest thing about this, is that so the blaster isn't anything of noteworthy. It's his cassettes that are really fucking weird because of where they came from. So these are from a Transformers series called the Kiss Players, and they're very, very infamous for being hyper fan service oriented with Lolita lollies basically. This was also like part of the early 2000s where anime still had like a lot of the early 2000s anime art style where they had like very, very small petite bodies, large heads, large eyes. Like it was that period of time. But yeah, so these are probably the breakout characters from the Kiss Player series, which is funny because I think they actually originated from a audio drama, because like they really wanted to make Kiss Players like a thing. They made like audio dramas, they made like an idol band. It was a weird time to be a Transformers fan in Japan. It was strange. I thought this was Gem and the Holograms thing. No. Yeah, no, they are, yeah, Glitz, Sundor, and Rosanna are Kiss Players. They are definitely Kiss Players. So this one is a San Diego Comic-Con G1 Optimus. So this is a modern figure of the G1 toy of Optimus Prime. And it comes in a weird little Energon cereal box, which... Okay, sure. So we're gonna skip over these because we've talked about it before. There's really nothing to say about that. Now, this one I do want to talk about because this one outside of like Scorn, I am hyped for the most. So this here is the fan vote leader class Shockwave character from the Activate Your Alt Mode event. So what this was is that this was an event where Hasbro wanted fans to come up with a new toy. And this was a weird event because fans actually banded together to push a very, 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 very specific version of Shockwave. And it was from a fan art. It was from a fan art comic. And so, let me just pull them up real quick. So, let's do Spinosaurus, Shockwave. So, to kind of give you a little bit of a story about this whole thing. So, there was a fan comic that was made by a guy named The Amazing Spino. And The Amazing Spino made a little webcomic about I think it was like the Dinobots, right? So when the Dinobots landed on Earth, but they landed on Earth during the Cretaceous period. And the big thing about The Amazing Spino was that he was he very much wanted these guys to have scientifically accurate dinosaur alt modes. So, let me see here. And also, The Amazing Spino kind of got a Transformer figure based on one of his designs, which was the Waspinator that turned into a Russian helicopter. It didn't sell well, right? It did not sell well, but it's cool that this happened, right? So this is what it was. Yeah, Shockwave. Yeah, so this is the Waspinator in question. So this is what got into what was made into a figure. I hear the figure wasn't that great. It was very fragile and fiddly. The next one in line was going to be Dinobot. So it's to kind of like set up the scene here, right? So this is what I was talking about. So this is the Amazing Spino. So this is Grimlock. And Grimlock had this really cool, scientifically accurate Tyrannosaurus Rex mode. Now, this is what the fans wanted. So this here is Shockwave. Right, so this is Shockwave. So this is what his Spinosaurus slash robot mode looked like. So this is what the fans wanted to make. They actually banded together to push the poll so that way we could have this figure become a reality. Right? So fans were like, what character do you want? People voted for Shockwave. They were like, okay, well, what kind of alt mode did you want? People voted for animal. What kind of animal? They wanted a sea creature. And they were like, what kind of sea creature? They said like shark, whale. I think it was like shark, whale, jellyfish was one of them. And then it was, I think, other. And people voted for other because they really, really, really wanted this to be a reality. Well, a lot of people were kind of pissed that this is what we got. That we got Shock Whale instead of Spinosaur Shockwave. From what I've been told about the comics, him having a whale alt mode makes sense because of the fact that in the Skybound comics, Shockwave seems to really have an affinity for whales. He seems to really, really like whales. But also, this you would have to go and talk to the Amazing Spino about using his design for a toy, right? So, I mean, honestly, I like this. I'm picking it up. I really am excited for Shock Whale. It looks cool. I want to see this in actual color scheme. Which also, funny enough, going back to Spinosaur Shockwave, yes, we did technically get it. We did technically get a Spinosaurus Shockwave as a little baby toy. That is funny. That is funny, and I do not care who you are. That is hilarious. That Hasbro's like, alright, yeah, we'll give you Spinosaur Wave, but we're not going to tell you what kind of toy it's going to be. So this is 100%, I am convinced this is 100% on purpose. This is a direct homage to the Amazing Spino, because Hasbro does do these things a lot. I mean, for fuck's sake, for the Windblade model kit, they actually got, I believe it was like a lewd fan service artist to make the design for that model kit for Windblade and all the other fembots. It is hilarious. So this one's a weird one. So this one is Shredhead from Energon Universe. I'm guessing this is a comic series? Because whenever I was thinking of Energon Universe, I was thinking of like, okay, so it's from Transformers Energon. No, it's from something else. It's from like, I guess like a comic series. Which Hasbro really needs to start thinking of better names for their stuff. So we've already kind of gone over this. So this one is an interesting one. So this is a Seeker 4-pack. And this is a G1 Seeker Rainmaker set. So we have, let me see if I can remember all of them. Oh god, let me see here. That is, I'm gonna probably butcher some of these. I believe that is Ion Storm. That is Sunstorm. That is Acid Storm. And I forgot what this one was. Like the P one, the P colored one. I forgot which one he is. Does it say what he is? No, it does not. Oh, wait. No, it does not. Well, shit. Okay. Okay. So here we have G1 red alerts. We have the Alicon, we have Shockwave. Okay, we could skip this. And we're getting a repackage of Wheelie. So I hear this one's actually a pretty good figure. I'm not picking it up because I'm not a fan of Wheelie. Now this one's cool. So this one here is Nautica. So Nautica is from Transformers from the IDW comics. And the IDW comics were really, really good. Until they started dragging it on and got really, really shit. So, Nautica was one of the ones that was kind of like one of the breakout characters from the IDW comics, along with like the mainly like Drift, because that's where he came from. So Drift, Tarn was also another one that was like a breakout character from the comics. So it's cool that we're starting to get comic book characters now. We got a repackage of Swoop. This is not a bad figure. I have it because I have all of the G1 Dinobots. It's not bad. Now, here we go. Now, this is Knight Megatron from The Last Knight. Now, what's really interesting about this one is what his weapons turn into. So, all of his weapons, including like his jetpack and everything, combine to make a dragon. This little dragon here. Now, this dragon is pretty significant because, so, in the concept of the movie of The Last Knight, Megatron was actually supposed to turn into a dragon. So, I think they canned that for Dragon Storm. So, it's really cool that we would have gotten another dragon Megatron, like an actual dragon Megatron, not whatever Gigatron was in Transformers RID. So we would have gotten Beast Wars Megatron that turned into a red dragon, and then we would have had Knight Megatron that turned into this really cool, like Dark Souls looking dragon. And so we have Scorn, which again I'm getting. Love Scorn. But yeah, that is pretty much all in terms of toys, that is kind of what I wanted to show off. So we do have some shots of like Scorn and everything, but yeah, for the most part, that is pretty much what I wanted to show off. And I do want to watch a new episode of Chat History because he did come out with a new episode that I wanted to watch last week, but we were playing Halo. So I am going to take a very quick little break here. Let me just pull up the episode real quick because I also want to watch a new episode of Kentucky Ballistics. So I'm going to pause this real quick. And I'm going to take a quick little break to get up and stretch, go get some more water. And then when we get back, we are going to watch some Chat History. So I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Hey, Scorpy, I see you lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, I have returned. I have my water because my throat was getting very, very dry because I was nerding out a little too much.